Hello everybody and welcome to another Hexxit tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at the Harken Scythe mod. So the first thing on our list for the Harken Scythe mod are the basic tools needed, which are the scythes and glaives. Scythes are made just with 3 of the material you want to use up top and 2 sticks, like so. Same throughout, and we'll get to these later. Glaives are made with 5 and 2 right here. So we'll go ahead and take 1 of each for what we will need next. Next we have the Altar of Souls and the Soul Crucible along with the Essence. The Essence Keepers are made with 3 Ender Pearls shown right here. Say this 9 slots here as a crafting bench. This is how you make one of these. Go ahead and grab a couple of these. Actually I have 2 that I'm going to use already. These are empty, we'll use them. Go ahead and put those there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find something living, like this piggy here. We're going to stab it. And he's going to put a whole bunch of blood on the ground. We're going to go ahead and take all of that. We're in creative, so it just automatically filled it up. But normally it only fill it up once. And sometimes you get 2 to 4 blood per animal. And we'll show what that does later. Let's go find another animal that we can steal a soul from with our scythe here. I don't know if we can do it over ice, but let's find out. You just go ahead and right click and hold. Yep, and it'll steal a soul. And you fill it up like that, and we now have a soul, and both of these became named based on what is in them. Next, you will need the Soul Crucible and the Altar of Souls. Altar of Souls is created with 4 obsidian, 2 Ender Pearls, and a Book of Shadows. A Book of Shadows is created with a full Soul Keeper. I don't know if it has to be full. I haven't tested it out. A gold ingot, a book, and a feather. And a Soul Crucible is made with an Ender Pearl and 7 obsidian. To place them, they must be placed in this order, with the altar in the middle and the crucibles around it. Exactly 1 space in between them, no more, no less, must be put down for them to interact with each other. And you go ahead and fill your souls up like so. And it now says we have 100 souls inside the Soul Crucible. So you're probably wondering what you do with that. Still grab iron and wool. If you put a piece of iron in there, it says imbue, and it will turn that into living metal ingots, which we will come back to. If you put a piece of wool in there, it says entwine, and it turns it into soul weave cloth. Soul weave cloth is, I don't know how useful it is. I haven't really messed around with it yet. I'll probably do that at a later time. But soul weave cloth, it's an attractive, I do not know what happened, but it's an attractive looking cloth that also can be used to make soul weave armor, which looks like this. So, pretty ugly. Alright, but the living metal can be used to make all of the following things. And I think the living metal is probably the most useful feature in the Harken Scythe mod. Living metal is pretty useful in the sense that when you make something out of it, it works as well as either iron or diamond, I can't remember which. You can make every single tool and every single piece of armor. But the cool thing about this, which makes it freaking awesome, is the fact that it repairs itself over time. So you never really have to make another one as long as you let it repair itself. And I think that is awesome. Next up we have the living metal blocks. Living metal blocks are made the same way as any other block, iron, gold, or whatever. You just fill up your crafting bench with living metal, and it makes the blocks. And that's what we're standing on right now. And what living metal blocks do is they will heal you if you stand on them much, much faster. I think it's like 4 times faster. Ooh, 1 second. Don't mind me, I'll show this later. They'll heal you much faster, like a lot faster. And that's the blocks. Next up, we have amulets. I'm not really going to go much into detail about the amulets because they tend to like to crash worlds a lot. But the overworld amulet will teleport you back to your bed if you hold down and right click it. It consumes blood and souls, 5 of each I think. No, 10 blood and 5 souls, okay. The nether amulet will do the same thing, except it will teleport you home from the nether. The ethereal amulet will teleport you regardless of where you are. I don't think it works in the end, and I don't think it works in Pocket Universes because they are not part of vanilla Minecraft. And the talismans will heal you when you die. And that's talismans, and they're pretty expensive. The talismans take diamonds and nether stars. The ethereal ones are very expensive. Amulets, not the end of the world, but they're pretty cheap actually. And that's amulets. Alright, next we have the blood altar. I wasn't originally going to upload this, but I kind of figured it out, and I thought it was worth noting. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but let's go ahead and deposit all this stuff we won't need. And go ahead and take out all of these. Next thing we have to do is create the altar of blood. And the altar of blood is created from netherrack, ender pearls, and the book of carnage. The book of carnage is made from the blood keeper. Again, don't know if it has to be full, and the same 3 things that the other book uses. And the blood crucible is the same thing, except with netherrack instead of obsidian. They must be placed the same way, and they can hold twice as much as the soul one. They can hold 200. But I'm pretty sure you only get 1 soul, and you usually get 2 to 4 blood, so it ends up working itself out. What you do with that is you put a biomass seed in here. Biomass seeds are made from fermented spider eyes and netherworts. Fermented spider eyes are made from sugar, spider eyes, and mushrooms. You put them in here, and it says germinate. Let's go ahead and make a couple of those. And it'll give you a germinated biomass seed. And that is then planted on top of, let me see if I have it, there we go, soul sand. Once you have to take a creep ball. Creep balls are made from slime balls, 4 rotten flesh, and 4 spider eyes. So spider spawner trap is probably recommended here. But you take the creep ball and you just right click it. It makes these blocks here. Then you take your glaive and you can hollow them out. And then you take your germinated biomass seeds and you place them down here. You can use blood to speed this process up. And I think from this point, I'm not sure if these are done yet. I don't want to use them. I haven't experimented with this. I'm just showing everyone how to do the basic steps. From that point on, I think this is how you make biomass. And biomass can be used to make armor, weapons, and things like that. And just as the same with the wool stuff, I don't know how much I don't know how well it works. I don't know what it does, but I just thought I'd show everyone how to make it because it doesn't show you how to make it in the recipes. But yeah, so everyone, that has been the Harken Scythe mod, and I think I've shown most, if not everything in it. If you want to see more tutorials, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do what you need to do. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Next time we're going to be focusing on chocobos and chocobo breeding. Goodbye.